Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
There was a prophet who went to go yell at Jeroboam, and then Jeroboam had somebody trick him, and then they went to go eat, and then they got killed by a lion, and then the lion stood by a donkey, and they just stood there. Was that about it?
Yes. Except I have a question.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the fake liar prophet was set up by
maybe he
Jeroboam.
wasn't. I don't know, but whatever.
But that sounds good. I like the way you said it.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you said it with such authority.
I thought it was kind of like a monotone, just like rattling off what happened.
And then this happened, and then the lion just stood there like, what? Yep, that's what happened.
All right, so that was 1 Kings chapter 13.
Indeed.
And today we are going into...
First, something, what?
Yeah, right.
1 Kings chapter 14.
All right, let's go do this.
Let's.
Hey, wife, do you like coffee in the morning?
I sure do, husband. Morning, noon, night. Which reminds me, I need to add that to our grocery list because we're running low.
Wait, before you do that, check out the website ungodlybrew.com where you can purchase a pound of your favorite flavor of coffee.
What if I want more than 1 pound?
Either order a larger amount, or better yet, get 10% off by setting up a subscription for every 2 weeks or a month or whatever works for you.
Did you set up something special for our listeners?
You know I did. Exclusive for our listeners, get an additional 10% off subscriptions by entering the code SACRILEGIOUSCOFFEE at checkout.
That's a hellishly good deal.
Ungodly Brew is hellishly good coffee.
Okay, so we are doing 1 Kings chapter 14.
Okay.
And I am apologizing in advance for all the names I might mispronounce.
As usual.
As usual.
Right.
But it started out with Ahijah.
Ahijah?
Ahijah?
Sure.
Because the J's are
I told you before, you
Y's.
should just pick something, go with it. Just
Okay.
go with it.
I know.
Just own that shit.
I'm just not, I'm too humble, I guess. I don't have confidence in just blundering forward regardless. I don't know. All right. At that time, Jeroboam's son, Ahijah, I like that, became very sick. Uh-oh. Jeroboam's son is sick.
Here comes some punishment, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let it loose.
Not for Jeroboam.
No.
But,
for his
child. Indirectly, but, so, yeah.
So Jeroboam told his wife, disguise yourself so that no one will recognize you as my wife. Then go to the prophet Ahijah at Shiloh, the man who told me I would become king. Take him a gift of 10 loaves of bread, some cakes, and a jar of honey, and ask him what will happen to the boy.
Yeah. Why would you need to disguise? You're just got some random stranger is going to walk in and be like, hey, what's going to happen to Jeroboam's son?
Right?
Like, what?
I could only imagine a handful of people that would give a shit.
And he's like a big shot, right? So, like, certainly his wife is probably...
She's going to put on a pair of glasses. Nobody will recognize her.
Right? Yeah, it's like when a celebrity just goes out and, like, puts on a hat or something. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah. I still see you, Angelina Jolie.
Right? Yeah.
So Jeroboam's wife went to Ahijah's home at Shiloh. He was an old man now and could no longer see. Okay.
Well, then why the fuck does she need to disguise herself?
I don't know. For the crowd.
Okay.
She had to walk the streets, you know. But the Lord had told Ahijah, Jeroboam's wife will come see her. Will come here pretending to be someone else. She will ask you about her son, for he is very sick. Give her the answer I give you.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So when Ahijah heard her footsteps at the door, he called out, "Come in, wife of Jeroboam." Damn.
But okay, that's unfair though. She didn't even have a chance to pretend.
He was like, "Let's not fuck around."
Right.
She's like, "Plump, plump. Why are you pretending to be someone else?" Then he told her, "I have bad news for you."
Oh no.
I'm sorry, this is making me laugh. This prophet is enjoying himself a little too much,
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
He's like, I know who you are.
Right.
He's blind tap dancing.
Yeah.
Give your husband Jeroboam this message from the Lord, the God of Israel. I promoted you from the ranks of the common people and made you ruler over my people Israel.
Did he?
Wait, what? No,
When
he
did
didn't.
he have anything to do with it?
I don't think he
I
did
missed that bit.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Or if it did, it was outside the scope of what they wrote about.
Right, yeah.
I ripped the kingdom away from the family of David and gave it to you.
Oh, hold on. So, like, indirectly he did because he was going to take the kingdom away from Solomon's son.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he was punishing Solomon
Sure.
in that last...
I think you're correct. But you have not been like my servant David, who obeyed my commands and followed me with all his heart and always did whatever I wanted. You have done more evil than all who lived before you.
Oh, damn.
Seriously? All who lived before?
That's pretty drastic.
I call shenanigans.
Right?
Oh, no. I lost my place. Shit. I was so excited about him blind dancing.
Yeah.
That I scrolled and it went to another page even.
Somebody out there's enjoying it, right?
They are. Yoinks!
Your fuck up is somebody else's great day.
My trash is your treasure, friends.
Right.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Okay. And I did great things for you, and you are so fucking evil, blah, blah, blah. You have made other gods for yourself and have made me furious with your gold calves. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
right?
To be fair, Aaron made a golden calf, and he lived.
He lived.
So.
And since you have turned your back on me, I will bring disaster on your dynasty and will destroy every one of your male descendants, slave and free alike, anywhere in Israel.
Wow.
I'm punishing all the people.
Even the slaves who are already being fucking punished because, they're slaves.
Just for living.
Right.
I will burn up your royal dynasty as one burns up trash until it is gone.
We don't so much burn trash anymore.
No,
so.
Well, I mean, it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
They come and take
bury it or dump it in the sea.
Yeah.
Or,
that's
whatever.
what we do. We melt it.
Yeah.
And let it run into the water tables.
Yeah.
And, yeah. The members of Jeroboam's family who die in the city will be eaten by dogs. And those who die in the field will be eaten by vultures.
Oh.
I, the Lord, have spoken.
Such a nice guy.
I think he's saying it.
Nice guy.
I, the Lord, have spoken.
Right.
I think he's saying it like that.
You think so?
Yeah. Because, I mean, why else would he say that?
Right.
If he's not going, yeah.
I just like how he never gives an opportunity for redemption. He's just like immediate punishment.
You're fucked!
Like horrible punishment.
Right.
Not like, hey, can you change your ways because that's not like what I said? And
I know I haven't really been present, and so you probably thought I didn't really care that much.
Right,
but
so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah. I'm here. Hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
well,
I'm
nice
God.
to meet ya.
I'm God, the Lord your God,
right.
that one.
Yeah.
And, I did all the things and brought the people from Egypt, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
Right.
And
obviously.
Fresh start. Okay?
Yep.
I'm God, you're you. You're going to king now.
And the golden calves have to go.
Yeah. And
like now.
And, we'll do a quick history lesson. You owe me.
Right.
You probably don't know it because that part didn't get passed down. But I'm God. I'm here now.
Your
so I'm telling you.
ancestors made a covenant with me, and you have to keep it. So,
yeah.
But we'll give this one a pass.
Sure.
And then,
because I'm God.
But
and
no.
I can.
Yeah. But
yeah.
No.
No. We're not gonna do it the smart way.
Death and
death and
punishment
destruction and punishment.
Yeah. That's the better way.
That seems to be God's way, doesn't it?
It seems to be.
Only for ignorant people.
Well.
I mean, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
If you could be a person who chooses what God to believe in,
you would choose the one that doesn't punish you with stupid shit.
Only an ignorant person, I think, chooses to believe in a God that on purpose is this shitty at you.
Right. I am going to, whenever somebody says all-loving God, I'm just going to be like, oh, you mean the all-punishing God? Yes, that one.
What's the all-loving God's name? Because it's not this one.
That must have been Elohim, because he only had, like, a couple
2
of
sentences.
chapters or whatever.
Yeah. So Elohim is from the Old Testament, and so we have to make some arrangements and change the way we do things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure
I think our God, not our God, I think the God of the Bible, like, I feel like there should be, like, I think there's an epic battle that was missed between Elohim and Yahweh. Mm-hmm. And, like, Yahweh came out on top, and then he's just, like, a dick, and, like, yeah, I beat Elohim. Mm-hmm. Y'all are fucked.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the book. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then Ahijah, is that what I had decided?
I don't remember.
Ahijah said to Jeroboam's wife, "Go home, and when you enter the city, the child will die." That's great. I'm very excited about that. All Israel will mourn for him and bury him. He is the only member of your family who will have a proper burial, for this child is the only good thing that the Lord, the God of Israel, sees in the entire family of Jeroboam.
And so he's going to kill him.
Yeah, that makes lots of good sense. I love that this loving God kills children.
But because he was so good, he's at least not going to get eaten by dogs in the street.
Or lions.
Yeah, or vultures.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So at least that,
At least that.
And he's such a good kid,
Small wonders.
You gotta give him a good death.
Celebrate the daily joys
of killing kids.
Yeah.
Right.
No, this is terrible. I hate it. In addition, the Lord will raise up a king over Israel who will destroy the family of Jeroboam. This will happen today, even now.
Wow.
It's happening right now.
Okay.
It's going. Hey.
Interesting.
Even as you're standing here, I got some shit stirring against you.
Right.
Womp womp.
So, get going.
Sucks to be you.
Right.
Then the Lord will shake Israel like a reed whipped about in a stream. He will uproot the people of Israel from this good land that he gave their ancestors and will scatter them beyond the Euphrates River. For they have angered the Lord with their Ashirah poles that they have set up for worship. Yeah, I bet they did.
Yeah.
Them damn Ashirah poles just never go away.
Is the tribe of Judah over there going, not us, right? We're good still?
Are we good?
We got the temple over here and stuff.
We didn't do a golden calf.
We're okay?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not going to scatter us, right?
That's a different part. We're not reading about them at the moment, so I don't know. He will abandon Israel because Jeroboam sinned and made Israel sin along with him.
Yeah.
I mean, they had been sinning already. I don't know that Jeroboam did much to lead them one way or the other.
Right.
So Jeroboam's wife returned to Tirzah, and the child died just as she walked through the door of her home.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. She didn't even get to say bye to her child.
No.
This is bullshit.
Right.
And all Israel buried him and mourned for him, as the Lord had promised through the prophet Ahijah.
Yeah.
The rest of the events in Jeroboam's reign, including all his wars and how he ruled, are recorded in something.
In something?
Yes, we're doing it again, where the sentence is like cut off.
Oh, interesting.
This is terrible translation that I'm reading.
Yeah.
Boo. Jeroboam reigned in Israel 22 years.
I mean, that's a decent amount. That didn't seem like it was that long.
No.
They didn't give him much of a story.
Right. When Jeroboam died, his son Nadab became the next king.
Wait, say that again?
When Jeroboam died,
yeah,
his son Nadab became the next king.
His son?
Yeah.
I thought immediately his entire family and line and everything was going to come to an end.
No, over time. You know nothing.
Okay, so what was in the works right then?
Things. Things you don't know.
Okay.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Okay.
You don't worry about it. It's
Okay.
over there. It's happening.
Whatever.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's in the works.
This sounds like a bunch of shit.
It is a bunch of shit.
And bad writing.
Oh, definitely bad writing.
Really bad writing.
But guess what? Now we're going to go read about Rehoboam.
Oh, sure. Let's just forget about all that shit we just said.
Yeah.
And let's move on to something else. Like, okay, we suck at this thing and we didn't actually finish the story, but no, let's go on to something else.
Sure.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Right.
Meanwhile, Rehoboam, son of Solomon, was king in Judah. He was 41 years old when he became king, and he reigned 17 years in Jerusalem, the city the Lord had chosen from among all the tribes of Israel as the place to honor his name.
So hold on a second. Rehoboam,
Solomon's son.
reigned 5 years less time than what Jeroboam did? Mm-hmm. That doesn't, I mean...
Sound much punishy?
Right? Yeah, like that's weird.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, maybe he did it worse.
I'm waiting to hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give. Okay, let's find out.
Rehoboam's mother was Naamah, an Ammonite woman. Oh, those damn Ammonites!
Yeah.
During Rehoboam's reign, the people of Judah did what was evil in the Lord's sight,
Oh my God.
provoking his anger with their sin, for it was even worse than that of their ancestors.
Oh my God.
See, that's why. Told you.
Okay.
Told you. It was
all right.
bad.
All
They
right.
did a bad.
So both kings just really suck ass.
They sucked ass.
All right.
For they also built for themselves pagan shrines and set up sacred pillars and Ashirah poles on every high hill.
Oh no.
And under every green tree. Jiminy Christmas.
Every green tree.
That is a lot of
Were
Ashirah
there
poles.
purple trees, or did they have maybe like orange ones?
Well, I think probably
Maybe pink.
maybe they meant just like trees that weren't flowering. Like there are flowering trees.
Yeah.
There were even male and female shrine prostitutes throughout the land. That would be my lot in life. Shrine prostitute. The people imitated the detestable practices of the pagan nations the Lord had driven from the land ahead of the Israelites.
Let's be honest, these fuckers are a pagan nation. Jesus.
In the 5th year of King Rehoboam's reign, King Shishak of Egypt came up and attacked Jerusalem.
Oh no.
He ransacked the treasuries of the Lord's temple and the royal palace. He stole everything, including all the gold shields Solomon had made.
Wow.
That's high class thievery
Let's
right
show you
there.
put a lot of gold in there, you know? And God just let him right on in.
Ransack,
huh?
yeah. He's like, fuck you. You did a Ashirah poles.
Interesting.
Yep. So, I mean, does that answer your earlier question?
Yeah. No, I assumed that they were living,
Better.
per God because they
Yeah.
got the temple and shit, but
Nope.
obviously not.
Nope. Gold means nothing.
Right.
King Rehoboam later replaced them with bronze shields as substitutes, and he entrusted them to the care of the commanders of the guard who protected the entrance to the royal palace.
So they weren't nearly as rich as they used to be.
Nope.
Because
He replaced
could only
them
afford
with
bronze.
Bronze, yeah. Whenever the king went to the temple of the Lord, the guards would also take the shields and then return them to the guard room. It's like the equivalent of lock your car doors and lock your
Right.
house at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest of the events in Rehoboam's reign and everything he did are recorded in... God, I've got to find a different translation because the sentence just ends once again.
Right.
There was constant war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam. When Rehoboam died, he was buried among his ancestors in the city of David.
Okay.
His mother was Naamah, again,
Yeah.
an Ammonite
we
woman.
mentioned right at the beginning.
Then his son Ahijah became the next king. The end.
There's just like no fanfare for these two kings.
No,
Like they're like,
nothing.
and they lived and died and they sucked.
They did bad things.
So,
they
there's
sucked.
that.
We punished them and the people, and it's going to get worse.
Right.
The end.
Yeah.
The end.
I think that we need to make a note and figure out what these were these things were in, where those sentences ended. Mm-hmm. Because it was in both kings.
Yeah, they were
That's really
in
weird.
what?
Right, they
what
were in
they in?
So we need to look that up and maybe even just the next episode, be like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what it was. So
Yeah, I agree.
Let's try to remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I mean, we've not had any problems thus far.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, like, entire sentences are just chopped off.
Right, yeah.
That's shit.
It really is.
Fucking interwebs.
All right, well, kings were shitty, and they're dead now, and their sons are taking over.
Yep. And I bet their sons are even worse.
They're probably shitty, too.
Yep.
All right, so that was 1 Kings chapter 14.
Yep.
And tomorrow we will be getting into
1 Kings chapter 15.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.